Focaccia, not focaccia. I'm Chef Margaret, and today I'm gonna show you how to make rosemary focaccia in the TurboBlaze air fryer. This is a super easy recipe. If you're a beginner, this is the recipe to try. We've got some flour, we've got water, salt, yeast, and a little oil. Dump everything together in the bowl with the flour, the salt, and the yeast. And I'm gonna stir this until it's all combined. There's no kneading involved with this recipe. Super easy, so it is going to look a little wet. Just keep mixing until all the flour is hydrated. So this dough does have to go into the fridge overnight. Yes, you do have to plan ahead, but it's worth it. When you let the dough rest overnight in the fridge, it allows it to get super airy and pillowy. I have a little bit of olive oil, and I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit over the top and smooth it. And then we're gonna cover it with plastic wrap. So this goes in the fridge overnight, and you can see it's got some like bubbles because it's been fermenting overnight, and it looks great. So we're using the TurboBlaze right here. I'm gonna take out the basket, and I've already removed the crisper plate. We don't need the crisper plate for this recipe. I have a little bit of softened butter. Perfect. About a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm gonna pour it right into there. It's still a wet dough, so just grab it, fold it over itself and turn. Keep doing that until it comes into a little ball, and then plop it into the air fryer basket. Rub it in the oil and flip it over. Okay, so we're gonna put the plastic wrap directly onto the dough, because we're gonna proof it in the TurboBlaze. And that's one of the unique features that I love about this air fryer. It has a proof function. Press start, press proof, and then let that go. And then the dough's going to relax. All right, it's been 60 minutes. You can see how the dough has really puffed up. Remove the plastic, and it's nice and jiggly. So, got an extra tablespoon of oil. I'm gonna pour it all over, and a little bit on my hands too. Spread it out and dimple into the dough. And as I'm doing this, I'm spreading the dough all the way to the corners. Got the dimples, and then fresh rosemary leaves, and I'm gonna sprinkle it over. And then I have some flaky sea salt that I'm also going to sprinkle over the top. Beautiful. It's going to bake at 350 for 18 minutes, and we're gonna flip the dough over after 13 minutes. Bake 18 minutes, and then flip at 13 minutes. All right, it's time to flip the focaccia. It looks great. The top is nicely golden brown, and the edges have come together. So a trick you can do, put the crisper plate upside down and just flip it like this. And then you can just slide it in. The bottom will get nicely golden brown as well. All right, the focaccia is done. The bottom doesn't get super golden brown, that's okay, but when you touch it, you can tell that it's lightly golden brown and it's firm to the touch. So now to flip it back over again, I'm just going to put the crisper plate, and voila. It is very hot. I'm able to touch it. I have chef hands, but you know, if you're nervous, use whatever you're comfortable with. And now I'm gonna let this rest for 15-ish minutes, and it's just always a good idea to let bread rest a little bit before serving. Time to slice the focaccia, and you can see how airy and soft it is on the inside. I know it's gonna be really, really delicious. Growing up, I ate a lot of focaccia. My nonna would make homemade bread all of the time. So I love the smell of freshly baked bread. It just brings me back. All right, the focaccia's all plated up. I love how soft and airy the bread came out. The rosemary gave it that extra bit of flavor. I think my nonna would be very proud. Let us know what other types of recipes you'd like to see, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe.